My name is Debbie, and I'm speaking to you straight from the Quick Artist Search Studios at Selassie Radio. I'm a producer, and you know what time it is? It is time for the lion to tell a story. Tune in and don't go anywhere.
Well, Haile Selassie the first of the Almighty, and this is the Chasmach Kwasi. Well, King of these legendary, them guy not even worthy to be a secretary. Well, now pass the task to them. Them woulda full up the dance with their friend. Whole dance hall woulda full up with men. Whole night no song for the girls them. Now play no games with them. See them on the road and a flames with them. Poor people buy airplanes with them. Take them Africa, give new names to them. South America will do the same for them. All of the children, no more pain for them. Black people, no more chains for them. Rastafari, he will reign again. King of these, them a champion. And them no afraid of no one. Since our soul love one like them bad, we will send him go a hell go meet Satan.
A lot of ones not going to live to see that reality. When we irate or curate a Nyabingi ground, that is just a premonition. It's a temporary manifestation of that Zion. That's why the Bingi grounds them feel so idle, but we know it's not sustainable. You know, it costs thousands to order all of the facilities, and the facilities are just sustenance. We have porta potties, we don't have regular bathrooms, we don't have Bingi grounds that we own and that we operate, the Naya Bingi farms, the this, the that. All of that is in the Zion to come. But as I say, a lot of ones are going to be caught in that rat race, Babylon system. And they're going to fall with Babylon because why? We talk about the Rastafari man standard. We talk about self-discipline. We talk about purpose over that something there. We talk about the D-discipline. All of these things that we champion on this channel. A lot of people don't have it, not seeking it, don't business about it, chat too much. All of them something there. A lot of those ones, it's not friend and company. So we understand every man is entitled to their opinion, but let us be real, brethren and sisters. Enough of them ones they're not going to make it. And some of them ones is ones that we love. Them irie, them Haile. They don't put in the work required to enter through the celestial gate, to enter into this new reality. Because even though it's here on earth, when I talk about celestial gate, I'm talking about the choices that you make. Because the choices that you make decide what frequency that you vibrate on. You know, one can make the choice, for example, to eat and get fat and, you know what I mean, create disease in your body. Or you can make a choice to exercise, to put yourself through pressure, to force yourself to vibrate on a higher frequency. These are two separate choices, two roads. When we sing about or we chant two roads before I, it's not just me I go read Bible or me I go do this or me I go look down on us next person. It's the choices individually that we make every day that leads us to the road and decides whether, because you could be working toward the inheritance, but if your health is not good, you're going to pass away before you get to inhabit that reality which is being created. Big up the Habisha family, because we built Kazi as a proof of concept as to what is to come. But that is just the beginning. We have work to do, brethren and sisters, to manifest, to irate these communities, these sustainable work living spaces that are beautiful. You know, we see the mirror that Babylon is trying to create for themselves, but Babylon is creating it on the backs of others, on corruption, on all of these things. We are trying, you know, because you look in the cities, you see the work space, live easy, you see the green spaces, urban agriculture. A lot of these things are things that are good and are positive and are components that will be manifested at large within this Zion alternative that we are going to create, with Africa being the foundation. And Africa being the stone that the builder refused, the head cornerstone. Africa will be the foundation, but it will spread out from Africa around creation to the four corners. On this channel, we try to declare very clearly what our objectives are, because the fantasy, the theory, the theoretic part of the chart, although we hold and we cleave onto the mystic traditions, we want to be very clear as to what we're trying to achieve. That's why we establish Rastafari Man Standard. Check out those videos if you don't know what that is. That's why we are clear about the discipline and these things that are required. That's why the conversations we have on this channel are what they are. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because this is a journey that we're on together. That we are creating a Rastafari own media platform, so that, you know, when we talk to Rastafari brethren and sisters, we talk about that forward vision and not just get trapped in the past, or we get trapped in mix up, or get trapped in what is not happening and lamentation and complaining, but we're forward moving. So that is really what we have to understand. And right now is perfect, because every Rastafari brethren and sister carry a resume of their work. So we know who everyone is on the landscape. Can't fool I and I. You know, if a one just show up right now, they must have to prove themselves through the works before they are fully able. You know, we have several works happening right now and slowly bearing fruit, and all of them we will highlight in due season on the channel. We've been working on forward this project for some time behind the scenes, and that's what I tell the Lion Pride and my family. When you see I and I, just know say works always are happening behind the scenes. We don't talk about all of them until they're ready to germinate. So forward is just one of those seeds that has bud and are blossoming and born fruit, and the item will see the manifestation here. Again, we'll be showing footage of the event here on the Lion's Voice. We'll be showing behind the scenes. We're going to be doing some big interviews of some legends and icons as a result of I and I work with forward on this platform. So that is happening. We are also in the midst of really connecting those chosen few, because each region have those chosen few. And we give thanks because the time has come now where the connections are happening and strengthening through technology, through Zoom, all of these different platforms. Now we're able to connect and to really come together to put the energies of the chosen few together to manifest the work that needs to happen in these times. These are perilous times. Plagues will be unleashed upon the population, food shortages, a lot of man-made disasters, you know, a lot of ones born the Bible. The Bible speaks of these things in the Revelations, that these things are coming. The elders them used to say these things. We now see them. COVID was just the beginning of woes. Whole heap more on the play card. So I and I have to be ready. I and I have to be firm. But again, I and I have to come to the realization a lot of ones not going to make it. What the challenge is now is for the chosen few to put together the institutions that are going to sustain, so that the youth them, our retention of our youth can increase, and that next generation can grow in peace and safety and have an economic system so that they can sustain themselves, where we don't have to send our children out into the world of Babylon to eat their bread, sending lion cubs to the wolves to be devoured. Right now, we want to make sure that we have businesses for our youth them, and started an internship program for my youth them on the Lion's Voice network. So you'll be seeing their work manifested here on the network. And we give thanks, and this is how we work with our young people to train them. So whatever your passion is, whatever your mission is, whatever your vision is as a brethren leading a family, it's important that get the children involved, teaching them the skills, building their resume, so that, you know, they can build that confidence and competence to go out and face the world. So this is what we're talking about right now. We're not going to keep it long. Again, it's the chosen few. I and I are the chosen few. We are letting the ones them know that Look around you, look to your left and your right, the ones that are still standing, the ones that are still working. These are the ones, and you may not like these ones. Very important. You may not like these ones, but I have to know that. Guess what? The work has to be done. This is not personality. This is not friend and company. This is the work have to be done. So we judge a one by the competence by which they execute their work.
Iron voice. Yeah. Well, don't be afraid, for I am with the eye. I will bring thy children from the east and gather thee from the west. I shall say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from afar, my daughters and daughters while you waiting. Down in the west it seems your life frustrating. Down in the west it seems the haters keep hating. Africa awake, creators start creating. Then will be party waiting. Me and me woman love making. Leave Babylon and them hating. One love Africa and Jamaican. Then will be party waiting. Whole family them celebrating. Leave Babylon and them hating. One love Africa and the Haitian. The story written in my DNA. Them up my four parents never get no pay. But down in a them system I could never stay. For 100 years been planning a getaway. Them put us down in a the ghetto, now things get away. And the way the system set up seems it's set away. Now the ghetto youths them praying for a better day. I know the bugger them vex the day we step away. Until then